Hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. So this time, maybe I should have said the last wiecie, меня зовут Richard Gon. Приятно познакомиться. Anyway, so this time I'm thinking of talking about that Slavic war, or that Slavic civil war, or Russo-Ukrainian war. And this time, so I'm not so recently I'm thinking of speaking of Starfleet, but actually I frequently digress. So maybe for so far this episode has got some digressions from the original track of the story of this episode. Anyway, so so in my mother tongue, I frequently say of which me anyway. So this is a not a problem of my mother tongue, but actually maybe many people would. So many local people of my country may speak out in the same manner as I do. So but actually to start with the local people of my country are not so good at speaking out English language. That is because I think that is because also to start with I'm sorry for my frequent stumbling. I'm sorry for my frequent stumbling. But actually to start with I live in an advanced country in East Asia. So which is why, so how should I say, so the country which is different from South Korea or Republic of Korea. Anyway, so so I live in the other one of those two advanced or developed countries in East Asia. So anyway, so if you have come up with Singapore as a developed country in Asia, so Singapore is so geographically thinking, Singapore is located in Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia. So anyway, so this time I'm thinking of talking about the largest loss incurred by Russo-Ukrainian War. And so as the title shows, the largest loss incurred. I mean, so this speaker. I'm the speaker. And this time, what I'm going to talk about is the largest loss incurred by Russo-Ukrainian War. So far. So the largest loss incurred by Russo-Ukrainian War is the pictures of Russian and Ukrainian busty girls and curvy ladies. So anyway, so I'm going to tell you the conclusion of this episode. So some people suffer from raise prices and other physical and tangible stuff, but the most precious assets are human lives. Lol. So anyway, so so many people blame Russia for the kickstart of that quite huge war between Ukraine and Russia. But to start with, so most people, or the lives of most people are not related to that Slavic war between Ukraine and Russia, or taking place between Ukraine and Russia. That is because so to start with, you can easily understand by imagining the place where the Slavic war is taking place. And so as I call that Russo-Ukrainian war civil war, or a kind of civil war, or the Slavic war, or that Slavic war. So to start with, both of two countries are Slavic countries, and both of two countries had been Soviet socialist republics in a huge country named in that huge country named so USSR or Soviet Union. Anyway, so thinking about such a fact, most, so if you, for example, if you live if you live in some European advanced countries or some European developed countries, you maybe your lives may be related or your life standards maybe related to or maybe involved into the provocation of that Slavic war. That maybe because maybe the price of gas supply might maybe increased or the price of the gas maybe possibly or it's possibly going to be increased. So the price of gas is possibly going to be increased or heightened or raised by the provocation of that war. So maybe some countries are stopped. Just supplies, and the name of those two countries are Poland and not Belarus. Belarus is one of the allies of Russia. Or so the other country was Bulgaria. I almost forgot the name of that country, and so if my memory was correct, the official language of Bulgaria or Bulgarian language is one of the branches of Slavic languages, and Polish language is also a Slavic language, and Polish language is a West Slavic language. Or Polish language has been categorized into Western Slavic language or West Slavic language. So, which means the people involved into that war are Slavic people, which is what I have thought for these months. Anyway, so I'm going to end this session. So the largest loss I incurred, so which means so I'm an East Asia. So to start with, there is nothing I have lost for now. So, but actually, so I have thought about what I lost because of that war. So maybe the largest loss I have incurred, I think, is an assortment of the pictures of Russian and Ukrainian busty girls and curvy ladies, and so I think I have got some pictures of busty ladies of Ukrainian girls or Ukrainian women or Ukrainian ladies, but actually so maybe I haven't got some porn videos of Russian cute girls, and as long as I can remember. So there's a porn actress named Liana, who I think is a Russian porn actress. I don't know whether she's a porn actress so far or still now. But actually, so as long as I can remember, so what I have lost are the pictures of Russian and Ukrainian busty girls and curvy girls or busty ladies or curvy ladies, and the porn videos of Russian and Ukrainian cute girls and beautiful ladies, or stuff like them. So as I wrote, so, but actually, so I think what I lost, as long as so in the course of my life, so far. So what I have the largest stuff I have lost are related to human lives, which means so unfortunately maybe some busty ladies and cute girls, cute curvy girls, I think some of cute girls and beautiful ladies might have died because of that war. So which I think is true. So which is why so the largest. So I think of course monetary assets and monetary wealth are important, and financial wealth are important, and some people are heading maybe these days some people are working for for reaching the states of fire or financial independence and retire early. But actually, so I think what is the most, so we should realize that. So what is the most important value, or what is the most important one is human lives, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So of course, that is a kind of a joking. Well, to start with, this episode is a kind of joke, or it's a kind of joke. Yeah, but actually, so I'd like you to realize, or we should realize that, including me. I think I should realize that the most precious value, or the most important thing is a human life, or are human lives. The most important things are human lives, which is what I think all human beings should realize. Anyway, maybe most of you have already known that, but actually this time, so because such a war was provoked by Russian invasion against Ukraine. So which is why, so I'd like to emphasize what the most important stuff by creating this episode. So before actually ending this episode, I'd like to tell you the title and the conclusion. So this time the title is "The Largest Loss I Incurred by Russo-Ukrainian War is Pictures of Russian and Ukrainian busty girls and curvy ladies." So the conclusion is, some people suffer from raised prices and other physical and tangible stuff, but the most precious assets are human lives. And so recently, so I'm recording this episode in 2022, and recently, so I got a raised price. I got a raised price of a pack of coffee. So which is why, so I realized at that moment that there was a huge influence produced by, or generated by the provocation of Russo-Ukrainian War. But actually, so thinking about the most valuable stuff. Thinking about the fact that the most valuable stuff is human lives. So we should, so of course most of us have suffered from the raised or increased prices of goods and commodities. But actually, so we should make sure that so the most important stuff is human lives. And in this case, so maybe some of you have enjoyed, if you are men, some of you have enjoyed the busty and cute busty and curvy girls by watching their pictures. But actually, maybe some girls, or some beautiful girls and some beautiful Russian and Ukrainian ladies have passed away because of, or have been killed, or may have been killed. Some beautiful girls, some Russian beautiful girls and ladies, Russian and Ukrainian beautiful girls and ladies may have been, or might have been killed by the war. So thinking about which, we should concentrate. We should focus on that. We should focus on that. The most important thing is human lives. So that's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you. Paka paka.